Hello guys, and welcome to another stream. And today it's gonna be a little different, because I'm joined by Demeech and Ty the Guy. So, sorry I couldn't say your name correctly, but let's go ahead and get started.
Well, it doesn't really say his name correctly.
Well, no, he got it right. It's Ty the Guy, but my channel's T&D Productions. But what's up, everyone? Good to be here.
Yeah, it's great to be here too. This is the first time I've ever been on a live stream that I didn't host. And I'm excited for this one because New Super Mario Bros. Has a very special place in my heart.
Yeah, same for me, since it's my first mainline Mario game.
Oh, me too.
What was your first Mario game?
My first Mario game was Mario Kart Wii, because I got the Wii a year before I got the DS.
Oh, I see. I think my first Mario game was probably New Super Mario Brothers. I got it for Easter. And I still, like, just looking at the gameplay right now, it's giving me nostalgia. But yeah, I think, Demeech, you have a similar story, right?
Yeah, but actually today I was thinking about this because New Super Mario Bros. Was the first Mario game I ever owned and really got into. But I was trying to think of the timeline because I used to have this friend Billy where we'd share games and just do a swap and then return them to each other. And he did let me borrow Mario Kart DS and the Mario Advance 1 and 2. So I think maybe any of those could have been my first Mario game.
The
first one I really owned and count as my first is New Super Mario Bros.
The first Mario game I ever played before I even played Mario Kart Wii, I believe was Mario Bros. Or it was either Mario Bros. Arcade or Super Mario Bros. It was a long time ago. I was like 3, so I don't remember which one it was. But I think I was in the waiting room at I think it was like a place where I was getting my hair cut. And I think they had an NES there with Super Mario Bros. I don't remember if it was Super Mario Bros. Or Mario Bros. Because I was really young then, but I remember it being like a old Mario game, like an NES Mario game.
It was probably either one of the two. I actually have fond memories, speaking of Mario Brothers, just playing the Mario Brothers mode on the GBA Mario ports, well, remakes. But for sure, for my first Mario game was probably New Super Mario Brothers, and then shortly after Galaxy, and then 64 DS, and then 64, and then so on and so forth.
For me, it was New Super Mario Bros., then New Super Mario Bros. Wii, then Mario Kart Wii, Mario Party DS, and then for that Christmas, I got Mario Kart DS and Super Mario 64 DS, and needless to say, I had very fond memories with all of them.
Yeah, for me, the first Mario, like I said before, I got Mario Kart Wii first, and then a year later, I got New Super Mario Bros. DS, and then sometime a little bit after I got the DS, I got Super Mario 64 DS, then Super Mario Galaxy, then trying to remember here, I think, yeah, then New Super Mario Bros. Wii, and then I got a 3DS with New Super Mario Bros. 2, and then I got 3D Land.
Sounds like a pretty good time. 3D Land was my first 3DS game.
Yeah, I got a 3DS bundled with 3D Land, so
I remember those. I was gonna say that 3D Land's been getting a lot of I guess notoriety recently. Like, I just saw John's video on Nintendo Live today, and he was just kind of saying 3D Land was an underrated gem. I kind of disagree. I
thank you for the super chat, Sonic Superfast 0002. Can you try to do a speedrun on one level? I've been trying to speedrun this game like a while ago, but I'll do it eventually. But I haven't played it for a while, this game. I think the last time I played was probably December, so... But thank you for the super chat.
I'll go on to Demeech.
I could do a speed run in my mind. I just have the game so ingrained at this point after playing it all these years. It's still fun to go 100% and just speed through. You're gonna get a blue shell. Ha! I knew that.
I liked how in this game, when you pick, like, what just happened right here, you have the blue shell ability, but when you picked up the fire flower, it went straight into your inventory instead. I kind of like that. I'm kind of surprised that other Mario games don't really do that. It's kind of like
What,
picking
inventory?
No, the fact, you know how like in 3D World, like if you have one power up on you and you get another one, it just like automatically changes the power up you have.
Yeah.
Also,
Here when yeah.
fun fact, the blue shell is my favorite Mario power-up.
For
It
real?
Yeah.
used to be mine.
Oh,
it used to
and
be
I died
mine.
here.
Oh no.
It's an item you either love or you hate. There are the people who love it like me, and then there are the people who hate it, who just can't stand it and want it completely gone forever.
I think I died because, like, I'm trying to look at my gamepad because for some reason, Streamlabs OBS is delaying the gameplay that's on my computer screen. So,
That's weird.
yeah, I guess.
Wait, what are you doing? Are you using a capture card on your TV and computer, or what are you doing with that?
So
Like
basically,
via OBS?
I'm just looking at my gamepad, but occasionally I glance at my computer. So, and then I was just doing that. That's why I died because it's like delayed like a half a second.
I see.
Yeah, because what you want to do is when I stream, I always look at the TV, and then I keep my laptop next to me so I can look at questions and stuff. But if it works for you, it works for you. Because I'm still testing out some new stuff for streaming, like trying to get the right resolution. I've been streaming for a while now, but your quality is much better. It really is.
Yeah, I try to keep my stream layout simple, but I want to have an overlay sometime. I used to have an overlay, but it was really crappy because it was basically just made in OBS. I like put a bunch of pictures together and stuff like that. I think this was like around 2018, early 2019 when Smash Ultimate came out.
I didn't get my capture card until last year.
I have no capture card.
I got my capture card in 2019, early 2019.
What capture card do you have?
I have the Elgato HD60S.
Oh.
Really nice one right there. I'm using the Roxio Game Capture HD. Does the job, but I'm looking into a new one. Who are the others? Well, I'm gonna introduce us. Reese is having us on here. I am, of course, Demeech, who works on these Mario Kart videos called Mario Kart Origins. And then this is a guy who was featured on the Wonder Pets, TND, who also joins my channel quite frequently and does skits on his channel.
And he missed one of
Yeah,
your stream. And he missed one of your streams because he was playing Sonic R.
Yeah, he was playing
Allegedly.
Sonic R. Allegedly?
Allegedly.
Dude, you know that happened. You were just sitting there playing Sonic R, listening to Candy Fielded Sunshine. Oh wait, maybe that was me.
Yeah. Yeah, that was probably
You actually play the game, I just listen to the music.
Funnily enough, I've only played Sonic R only a handful of times just because it's just so bad. I can't like, I can't bring myself to actually playing it more than like more than 5 minutes. But yeah, I'm Ty the Guy. I'm from TND Productions. My brother and I make skits on YouTube and short films. And yeah, if you're into that type of stuff, please consider subscribing. I'm hoping to maybe get a gaming channel up by the summer, but we'll see where that goes.
So Soshi the
Yo,
Yoshi.
Soshi, what's up?
So they said that's their first game, and yeah, that's pretty cool because this was my first mainline Mario game, and as Demeech said earlier, this was his first like Mario game that he owned. So
Soshi, I bet you'll never guess my first video game.
Soshi, what's up, man? Good to
Good
see
to
ya.
see ya. Oh, Cartfester's leaving. My friend's doing a stream, and I'm gonna be a special guest until next time. Alright, Cartfester, see ya. We're gonna
Yeah, man.
celebrate Little Bill Day in a few days. You let me know about that, so I just wanted to respond to you about that.
Oh, Sonic Superfast 0002 says, "What was your first game?"
my first game was Mario Kart Wii, And this was my, actually, I think it was, like, something on the, one of those leapfrog things. I think it was, like, the Leapster, I think.
Oh yeah.
I have too.
My cousin had a Leapster, and I played what was that Sonic X game on it? It was some sort of Sonic X game on it, and there was another frog game. But I remember I have memories of playing.
I also had one of those, like, those Pac-Man, arcade things that you plug and plays.
Oh yeah, I had that. I had it was what was the company again? It was
Jack Pacific.
Jack Pacific. I was gonna say Jack Pacific, but I was like, no, that's the toy company.
Funny you
But-
bring that up because I was gonna say that was actually my introduction to gaming. Pac-Man was my first game. My dad got one of the plug and plays for Christmas one year, and I had so much fun playing it. And unfortunately, it broke, so we got a new one. And it had even more games. It had Super Pac-Man, Pac-and-Pal. It wasn't until 2010 where I got into Mario, but my experience with Pac-Man dates back to 2005. And of course, I played a bunch of educational games on the Leapster because my mom didn't let us have video games until I was 10 or so. Probably for the best, though. And look at me now, I have a gaming channel.
You know, those ports, those plug-and-play ports, are still phenomenal. I remember playing them on my CRTV at the time, and like, they're so close to like the original arcade versions. It's crazy to think about.
Yeah.
Like, I had Pac-Man Plus, Super Pac-Man, Pac-and-Pound. Like, I grew up with most of those Namco games. Like, I think Namco are one of the kings of like the arcade. Like, everything they touched was gold for me back in the day. But yeah, I guess for me, my first video game, funnily enough, is for the PlayStation 2. It was a game called SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom, which recently just got a remake. And I guess that explains my affinity for 3D platformers, because that was basically SpongeBob 64, if anyone's played it before.
And speaking of
Rishi, have you played any of
Oh, wait, what were you gonna say? Because it might tie into what I was about to say.
Have you played any of the SpongeBob games?
Yes. In fact, I was actually about to say that. I played, SpongeBob the Yellow Avenger on DS. And I feel like that game's underrated. I thought it was pretty good. It's not as good as Battle for Bikini Bottom, because I played the remake on Switch, but it's really good. And I don't really hear a lot of people talking about it, and I believe it's also on, PSP.
Yeah, I was gonna say they had I don't know if you guys remember Scholastic Book Fair, but one of the events, I forgot how old I was, but they had SpongeBob the Yellow Avenger for PSP, and the only reason I didn't get it was because at the time I didn't have a PSP, which is funny because I think about a year later I got a PSP. But I've heard like good things about the game, but I haven't heard like it go mainstream yet.
The
Yeah.
actual reason I got a DS was to play Draw in the Life SpongeBob Edition, which is a really underrated game. And basically what you do is, it's a platforming game, but you draw the characters, power-ups, a few enemies. It's a really cool game, and it's actually based on Frankendoodle. I heard it's actually better than the actual Draw in the Life.
I would say so. I mean, I haven't played the Drawn to Life games in years, so take that with a grain of salt. But maybe we should go back to the Drawn to Life games for one stream. That would be a fun nostalgia trip.
You know,
I don't know, there's one on the Wii, but does it play well? And I can't record footage from my DS.
You know, I could actually, I've actually never played Tron the Life. I played Scribblenauts, which, isn't Scribblenauts kind of similar to that, in a way?
It's completely different, so Drawn to Life is more of like an action platformer, and I'd say Scribblenauts is more like, I don't want to say sandbox, but like, they give you missions and you have to solve them by using your notepad, so they're like completely different games, but I get like where the misconception comes from.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
That's what I was thinking too.
The concept, like, kind of, like, I mean, even though they're completely different, like, the overall concept of, like, creating things is, like, there, but I guess their, like, gameplay is completely different.
Yeah, I have to say though, Scribblenauts one of my favorite DS games. I love those games.
But yeah, I played a few of the Scribblenauts games, and overall they're really good in my opinion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
Scribblenauts was my first DS game, along with Brain Age 2.
Super Scribblenauts was better, of course, because it was the sequel. But
Yeah.
I used to love. I used to love just messing around in the worlds, not doing the missions. Like sometimes I would make a time machine and I'd go back in time, and I would actually go back in time. It was like super cool. Like that game, that's one of the games where you could really experiment a lot and let your imagination go wild. The only Scribblenauts game I don't like is the Scribblenauts Unmasked, which had the DC Comics superheroes, because I feel like they limited you in a lot of areas. I haven't played Showdown yet. Which
Thank
I know
you.
is for the Switch.
Thank you, Stark Chronics, for donating $1.
Hey, Star Chronics, good to see you, man.
Thank you, Star Chronics. That was very nice of you.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy a Snickers with that.
You're not
Yeah,
gonna get a
you-
Mountain Dew?
Well, is that enough?
You could probably get. I think they have them at Dollar Tree. You could get.
Okay.
I could probably get a Tootsie Roll for like 25 cents.
One. Hey, that's more than I make a Game Explain in a year.
Ah.
And no, I'm not Andre. I don't know where people are getting that from. I don't think I sound like Andre. I think I sound more like Joe Swanson from Family Guy. Oh no, and I said the word too.
Oh man, I can
He's
see
so
Joe
good.
Swanson.
I like how this is just like a chain of events. I'm like, oh, I sound like blah 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 from Family Guy.
I get the weirdest ones. I originally got like comments saying I sound like Zeus from Gravity Falls. I also got
what's up,
some
guys?
saying I saw some saying I sound like Hank Hill. Another one said I sound like Kermit the Frog. And let me think of, there were two more that were really funny. One said I sounded like Obama. Like, I can't see that. But I'm flattered.
A llama. I don't know how you get a llama out of your voice. Imagine in an alternate dimension where Dimitri isn't a crocodile, but he's a llama.
Hmm.
He sounds a little like Andre. We should do a dub of Family Guy with Reese as Joe Swanson. Let's try to
Hey,
do
Peter.
some impersonations.
Hey Peter.
Hey Peter, I can't do. Hey Peter, it's Joe. No, I can't do that. I can try to do Steve.
Hey Peter.
That's a pretty good Joe, I'm not gonna lie. You sound just like Patrick Warburton.
I remember this one episode of Family Guy. Peter and Joe traded places, and he hung out with Joe's dad. And Joe was taking out the trash, and he fell. And Peter said, or Joe said, "You know what, Peter? This is over." Whoa, whoa, whoa! I like your house better. I have nothing to hold on to when I poop at home. You have no idea how many shower curtains I've ripped down.
Careful.
It's funny.
Who's watching.
Poop is okay. It's when you use the other ones.
No. I'm talking about just mentioning Family Guy in general.
Mhm.
S9
We
love
love
to
Reese.
say the cursed Family Guy word that crashed Dimitri's stream.
I guess it's just Family Guy, but I guess we have to say it enough times for it to shut down the stream.
It's like Beetlejuice. Say it enough times and Susan comes.
Oh, Jay Plays is in the chat. Good to see you here, Jay Plays.
Hey man.
Hello,
good to see
Reese's.
ya.
And Crocodile.
I think I'll get this star
Wow.
coin later.
It's nice to see some of the regulars here.
Yeah, I did a community post, so it's good to see that the channel, it's like, a lot of people. It's a crossover. Avengers Endgame is not. Oh, excuse me. I just had a ton of wings and pizza.
D&T.
I really like this level. Like, I feel like overall, New Super Mario Bros. DS is less generic than the rest of the series.
Oh, for
Oh,
sure.
totally.
I
Yeah.
feel like it has as much creativity as, like, I wouldn't say Super Mario Bros. 3, but maybe Super Mario World, because it introduced, like, completely new, level styles, like, jungle
The
and...
sewer right here.
I also think the music is really phenomenal in this game as compared to like the other New Super Mario Brothers music, like the world map themes and like the overworld music isn't actually as obnoxious as like later entries are.
Oh,
I just
especially
think
2.
Yeah, because it uses a
Oh,
chip
yeah.
tune set. Like it
Yeah.
sounds like a Game Boy a little bit.
Yeah, I just feel like I don't know. I think Nintendo took the wrong lessons from to take from this game, and they just I don't know. Because for me, New Super Mario Brothers Wii, I think started a lot of the issues that the series had. And I know, Demetri, you like the game a lot, but I personally feel like it wasn't up to snuff for me. But I think New Super Mario Brothers 1 will always be the best one, in my opinion.
Yeah, same with me. This
I
is...
think
Yeah, this is also my favorite, but, go ahead, Demeech.
I'm gonna interject and say New Super Mario Bros. Wii was better because even though it had a lot of similarities, it had 4-player co-op, better power-ups, the levels were a lot more expansive, and just overall I found it to be better, but I do love DS as well. New Super Mario Bros. 2 and U, on the other hand, forget about them.
Well, I think the only reason Wii was more expansive was to compensate for the co-op. But also,
Oh yeah,
I'm of the opinion that multiplayer in Mario games isn't particularly good, and my reasoning for that is that the game, as much room as you make for the games to have, it's never designed for it to have multiplayer in mind. Meaning, while this, like, you'll have somebody going to the right while you have somebody going to the left, and there's always going to be screen crunch there. It's not like people working together, it's people working against each other, and that's kind of something that I've never liked in my co-op games unless I'm like actively looking it out. But I don't know, I feel like I have yet to play like a multiplayer Mario game that I actually have fun with. The only one I had fun with actually comes from this game, which is the Mario versus Luigi mode
Yeah.
over with download play, because everybody has their own screen, they're doing their thing, and you're battling against each other. That's like the best multiplayer Mario experience I've had.
oh that was so much
Yeah.
fun.
I remember, like, playing that with friends a lot, and I think even my brother, too. I played that with my
too.
brother a lot.
Yeah. We used to argue about who was gonna be Mario or Luigi, and we had a lot of.
Or do you want to both play it?
I think I wanted to play as Mario. Sometimes he would want to play as Mario. I don't remember, but I remember there was a lot of like fights because like either he would win a lot or I would win a lot. And after a while, my mom was like, "Okay, you guys can't play this game anymore." But
Did you
I
know
think
that
eventually. Oh, go on.
funny about that? You could go on because this is a long story.
I was gonna say that eventually, like, obviously we got older and, we weren't arguing as much about that, and we just had a lot of fun playing that. But yeah, that's like one of the few Mario multiplayer modes that I think was made with multiplayer in mind. So I think it's actually really good.
So do you know how when you play games when you're younger, you rage? Like, you get really mad at the games?
Sometimes I still do,
You know,
but not as much as
I
I
get
used to. I get
frustrated,
I
but
get what you mean.
I don't openly show it anymore. So when I was younger, I wasn't very good at this game because I just started it, and I used to rage at the game, and I would scream when playing the game. And my mom got so fed up with it that she took New Super Mario Bros. DS and Wii for a year. She literally took the games for a year. And I think I got them back on Easter or something of 2011. Something like that.
That
Yeah.
is. Yeah, I've never. Okay, well, before I comment on that, this particular level, it took me a long time to figure out that you had to duck for the spiky balls to go over your head without getting hurt. I never thought that was the way to do it. I think until my brother figured it out. I don't know if you guys had a similar issue with this level.
Reese, I was gonna ask, are you gonna try to go to World 4? Because I think World 4 is more interesting than World 3, and I think by now you know how to get there.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, I'll try that.
Yeah, this game is fantastic. I think I lost it. I think I still have like the case and everything, but I might have to. I don't know how much like the cartridge only is. Is it like $5 or am I undershooting?
Undershooting. I'm gonna answer
Really?
a few more questions. I hope Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury will have good online. Me too.
Yeah.
Pineapples are good, but not on pizza. I disagree. I love
I
pineapples.
agree.
I
I know.
actually have
I
some.
hate pineapples on pizza.
Yeah. Pineapples on pizza
Well,
is
I
not.
love it.
Reese.
I really-
I don't know if it has to do with me being partially Italian, but
No, it just means you know what pizza's supposed to taste like.
I like pineapples on pizza, and I'm not gonna back down. I realize that we are introducing Reese viewers to Demeach viewers, or the other way around. So I think it's just a little bit of both.
yeah.
But this is a Reese episode featuring Demeach and TND. So it's part of the. Or I would say this is an episode of Reese.
Yeah, this boss used to annoy me back in the day, especially fighting it with Mini Mario.
Yeah,
Just
me
because-
too.
Just because Mini Mario has such a tiny hitbox, and sometimes you would like overshoot the ground pound and he'd like run into you.
You know, I think this
not-
I think this boss is interesting because it's technically a reference to Paper Mario 64. Because there was this enemy. Yeah, there's this. I found out when I was playing through Paper Mario 64 that there's a enemy called Mummy Pokies. They don't look like this. They look like regular Pokies, but they're just off-colored. But
I see.
but they have like a. I think they do like a similar thing. I'm not sure if they have like projectiles, but they do like have poison.
Oh, I see. I could see that. I don't know. I just feel like I'm still shocked that this game has as much creativity as it does, considering the franchise it came out of.
Yeah, well, this was back in the time where they didn't really have like these restrictions for the Mario series. So
Yeah, and actually, I don't know if you guys saw the beta for this game, but it was going to be wildly different back in the day. Like, Mario was going to have his punch from Mario 64 DS, Mario 64.
I died right when he was coming out of the ground.
Ah, man.
Oh,
You
See,
know,
that's
you
why.
almost got it.
yeah, you
that's
know
why-
the thing is about this this game, it's basically like Super Mario 64 2D. Cause
Yeah,
like
exactly.
there's a lot of features from Super Mario 64 that were in this game, such as like the ground pound, wall jump, and even
Yeah.
even some of the like enemy designs are based on 64 and 64 DS.
Which is why I was a little bit, I was a little confused with 3D Land and 3D World, with the fact that they didn't bring in the triple jump back. I guess because
Yeah, that was weird.
the levels were more streamlined, but I don't see how the triple jump would really affect anything if they nerf it, because they nerfed the back, they nerfed the side somersault and not the side somersault, the backflip and the side somersault in 3D Land and 3D World. So I don't see why they couldn't do the same, because I don't know, it just doesn't feel like a 3D Mario without the triple jump. But it goes really nicely with the 2D Mario game.
And I feel like a lot of the power-up designs were brought over from Mario and Luigi Partners in Time. I think that's the first Mario game that had like the modern designs for the power-ups, I think, because some of the items were...
Yeah, I actually remember, if I remember correctly, the beta had like some of the older models for the power-ups. So The game was in development for quite a while. I think even back then it was just called Super Mario Brothers DS. Um, and what's funny is that you know how like when you get a power up like in typical Mario games, like the world stops for a second and like you hear the boom 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 like that. Um,
Yeah.
it was supposed to be actually more like Mario Land 2, where it's instantaneous and nothing stops.
I think that'd make it smooth or transition better, but I also think that it could work the other way because it kind of freezes time. When,
They also,
you know, so you don't get hit accidentally.
yeah, and they were also gonna make like Mario's hat like kind of bounce up and down on his head, kind of like how it does in Odyssey. I guess they got rid of that though, towards the end. Um, and it looked like Mega Mario was gonna be like there was gonna be like Mega Goombas that you could punch around and stuff like that. You can look up this stuff online, but it's really interesting to see like the stuff they cut out.
Yeah, I saw that, and the reason I was thinking about when you talked how it's like Super Mario 64 but in 2D.
Yeah.
You do realize that this game is running on a modified
Oh,
version
yeah.
of Super Mario 64
Yeah, I
DS,
know.
right?
Yeah, I know that. I've actually done
These
a
are-
lot of research about the like the beta versions of this game.
Yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, Mario's model is ripped straight from 64 DS.
Yeah, I think the Mega Mario
look-
model.
I was gonna say what's interesting is that when you talked about models, it's I think Mario and Luigi, Bowser Jr. and Bowser are the ones who are actual. There might be a few others, but a lot of them are sprites to conserve some space because this is the DS we're talking about.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. Like this is basically like even though they use 3D models in some parts of this game, but I think like this game is basically what a Mario game would look like with pre-rendered sprites. And if they did make a Mario game with pre-rendered sprites either on the SNES or N64, it probably would have looked similar to this, but obviously with like different designs and stuff like that from that era.
Have you seen New Super Mario Land on the SNES? Someone
Yes.
made a hack, which is a remake of Super Mario Land.
Yeah, I've played that.
It's really cool to do that. I'm trying to get an actual cartridge to play on my SNES, but I haven't found one yet.
I wonder if someone would actually make like a demake of New Super Mario Bros. On the SNES. That would be really cool. Like, and see how...
It would be really cool.
I'm just gonna do it with the, Actually, I'll probably go back to it and do it with the mini mushroom, but just to continue from this level, I'll just do the...
Reese, you can do it. Reese,
Okay, wait.
Reese. Come on. Come on.
It's
Here's why there are so many characters in Mario Kart Tour. It is I believe they took characters out from Mario Kart 8 so they actually didn't have to make too many new models. Well, I think they could reuse the models. Maybe they're going for the Pokemon thing, except I don't think they'd take them out in the next Mario Kart.
I wanted to also add on the world map with the flying pink question block. Why didn't that return? I thought that was a really clever item.
Yeah.
Like,
Because the coin box is better.
no, it's not. You know what's funny though? I thought New Super Mario Brothers 2. I think the reason why I resent the game so much. I know, Dimitri, you've eased up on it a little bit, but for me, I thought it was gonna be. Okay. I thought it was more gonna be like the DS game, where it had a little bit more creativity and it was a little bit more similar to the original. And plus, like, Raccoon Mario was back with actual flying this time, so I was hyped because Super Mario Bros. 3 is probably one of my all-time favorite Mario games. And I don't know, it just felt really uninspiring to me, the game. And the reward was practically non-existent, and figuring out that Wario might have been an unlockable character after you get like 1 million coins was kind of upsetting. I don't know if you guys feel similarly.
Oh yeah, totally. Because the game didn't really do anything different. It had the coin gimmick, but you couldn't do anything with the coins. There was no shop to spend them in. You got a crappy reward. I could go on about New Super Mario Brothers 2, but I
Oh,
think
yeah.
I've gone on about it enough.
I mean, you and I remember we were friends back in the day during that time, and we both said that it was the worst Mario game ever made at the time. Boy, did we not know it was coming.
Sticker Star.
Yeah. But to be fair, it was a
Okay.
really underwhelming Mario.
At least it was still Mario and still fun. Sticker Star is complete trash.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
really disappointed that we didn't get the game that was in the beta for Sticker Star. They basically just like Tanabe, and I guess like even though Miyamoto said it was too similar to Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, I feel like Tanabe kind of took it in the wrong direction. I'm not sure if like Miyamoto said to make it look more like the regular Mario games at all. I just think he said something along the lines of it's too similar to Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. So
Yeah.
I feel like they still, if it wasn't for like Tanabe and making it like too similar to the generic Mario games, I think he could have like they could have made it more like with the like a similar battle system, but just like a little different.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, I don't think Miyamoto's the problem because, um, I think Miyamoto's fairly open to new ideas, as much as people don't believe it to be true. I think he is. I think the problem, especially with Paper Mario, is Tanabe, because I feel like he misconstrues what Miyamoto says, and he kind of just does what he wants with it. So if Miyamoto says, "Oh, this battle system's a little too close to the Thousand Year Door," well, let's just throw it all out and add these stickers here, which isn't really the right way to go. I feel like Tanabe is like he's a really big problem at Nintendo. I don't know, like, if that's gonna change soon or whatever because of the backlash of Origami King. I doubt it, but I don't know. Crazier things have happened.
Yeah, like you said, I feel like he's kind of misinterpreting what Miyamoto's saying. Because obviously Miyamoto's open to new ideas, like with Odyssey and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was even against the human characters in New Donk City, but he let the developers do it. Which I'm surprised about because of all of this information of Miyamoto being strict with the characters, which he is, but that doesn't mean that he discredits any amount of creativity. I mean, if anything, this is the guy who paved the way for creativity at Nintendo.
I think he kind of just lets other people do the characters while he just sticks with like the regular Mario stuff. So if people want to add like other characters in Mario, he'll probably let them. But he's just focused on what's ever best for Mario. So
He's also focused on his own projects, but also like the multimedia stuff now with like the Mario movie and stuff like that. So I mean, he's not as involved in like mainline Mario anymore. I actually think, Demeet, you and I talked about this. His last like involvement in like a 3D Mario was 3D World. Actually, he wasn't even he wasn't even that involved with Odyssey.
Yeah, from what I've seen, yeah. What's up, Yoshi Pool? Good to see you here. Great to see some of the mainstays.
Yo,
Saw
Yoshi
Soshi,
Pool,
Jay
good to see ya.
Plays, Yoshi Pool.
wasn't
Great
Miyamoto
to see
involved more with wasn't he involved more with the older Paper Mario games and the newer Paper Mario games? So I think he was listed more with like actual roles in development with the older Paper Mario games than in the new Paper Mario games. Because I think I looked at the listed developers for the and people working on Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, and Miyamoto was there. But then when I looked at the newer games like Sticker Star through Origami King, I don't think he was really involved with it that much.
That's interesting. I mean, I don't know. It's tough to say. It's just kind of weird that Nintendo's kind of stepping away from RPG with Mario in general, because, well, Alpha Dream's gone, so we don't know what the fate of Mario and Luigi is. Paper
At
Mario's
least we have
going
Mario and Rabbids.
Yeah, I guess, but that's more... I would consider that more of I don't even know if that would I would
Real-time
call that a,
strategy game?
yeah, it's not like a traditional RPG in the sense that everybody wants, you know? So I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. I look. I hope that we get a Mario RPG soon, but I kind of doubt it. If anything, I could see a Paper Mario 64 remake.
Yeah,
But
that
not.
was actually rumored by Marco Mero.
Yeah, exactly. But not anytime soon.
Yeah, if I see a remake of the well, since that's been a rumor for a while, I'd assume that it's being developed by a different either a different developer or a different or like a different team than Origami King.
Yeah, they'd have to do that.
Yeah.
And I feel like
Does anyone else enjoy Labor?
I enjoy Labor.
Oh, Yoshifu actually says this is a good point. Miyamoto is the reason why in Superstar Saga Mario is A and Luigi is B.
What does it have to do with anything?
Just the fact that he has input in these games, and he doesn't really have input really in the newer games. I mean, he does, but
Yeah,
I don't think not as much as he used to.
Oh, I just realized my Wii U gamepad is running out of batteries.
Remember those days, guys?
Actually, no, my battery lasted quite a while.
Yeah, well, we're not everyone.
I love the Wii U. I think it's better than the Switch.
I did not like the Wii U at all. I mean, I like the games. I don't know, the gamepad. I didn't like the glossiness to it. I thought like the actual like display screen, which was 480p, was kind of meh, and you know the battery life was kind of atrocious too.
I liked it. It's the games that matter on the console, and we have plenty of them.
Yeah, there were a few series that they missed though on the Wii U. Like even though the Switch has like a ton of ports from the Wii U, but
And missing Nintendo Land, I think, which is a big one. I don't think it would work quite the same as it does on the Wii U because that was made for the Wii U, but maybe a sequel to Nintendo Land?
yeah, that's what I'm thinking they'd probably do. I think a sequel would be pretty cool.
Yeah, especially since the first one was one of the best Wii U games, I think.
Well, now they got the theme park, so now's the time to do it.
Yeah, that would be a great tie-in, actually.
But it would probably be only Mario with a few Pikmin references.
I wouldn't be
Well,
surprised.
it just started. Speaking of Universal, I just found out today that they're closing a day in the park for Barney after 25 years. I mean, I'm 21 years old, so I wouldn't go anymore, but it holds a special place in my heart, and it really sucks to see it go. Did you ever go to that? Anyone?
No.
No, but I have been to Universal Studios before.
Universal's awesome. Hot take?
Reason I think it was, or Barney is better than Disney? Well, they're both different, because I used to think Disney was overrated until I went last year. Well, 2019. I'm still stuck in 2020. Ugh, get me out of here. But anyways, I was gonna say that it was really fun. It's a bit expensive. It's not something you want to do all the time, but I really understand the appeal. The animatronics are amazing. The rides are pretty fun. It's very unique, and just overall, it's an experience.
I've been to both Disney parks, or well, both in the United States twice. Because I went to Disneyland in California when I was visiting family in California when I was 3. And then I went to it again in 2012 when I was visiting family. And then I visited Disney World in Florida for the first time in 2014. I think it was like for my brother's birthday. And then I visited in 2019 for a marching band trip.
What, Disney World Orlando?
Yes, yeah. Yeah, I went to, Disney World in Orlando twice, and Disneyland in California twice.
Which one did you prefer? Because I've never been to Disneyland.
I prefer Disney World, because it's bigger, and there's, like, a lot more, like, things, like, attractions at it. But Disneyland is still pretty good.
I was gonna say, Reese, if you create a restore point, you're a cheater.
Oh, no, I actually don't... like, for games that save, I don't do restore points, because I think that, like, it's basically... Like, some games, like some really old games that really should have had save points, sometimes I do restore points on them, but games that already have a save feature in them, like this game, or Paper Mario 64, that's definitely cheating, because, like... Because I don't really think there's a point to doing a restore point in the game that already saves, only after a few levels.
Could you imagine if you could have a restore point before Shadow Queen?
If you what?
I was telling Reese, could you imagine if you were able to have restore points before Shadow Queen? Would you do it?
Well, knowing that I just beat it, like, on the original GameCube version, no.
Oh wow. Because I remember playing that. The only thing I didn't like about it is you always had to see the cutscene. I'm sorry, my dog's barking in the background. It's just... He's a very bratty dog, and that's why I prefer cats any day. Although, I do think it's my dog's problem. But anyways, it's not hard, but if you screw up once, you have to watch an entire 7-minute cutscene before you can get into it.
Yeah, that's I like the boss fight. Like, I thought it was a pretty good boss fight, but, like, the only reason why I was really annoyed about it is because I had to sit through all those cutscenes.
Yeah, like, it'd be nice if they gave you a skip option, but that's just a minor nitpick in one of my favorite games. TND, did you get it on Nintendo? Because I know getting a physical copy is really expensive nowadays, but I do think you should play it.
Play what?
Do you have Thousand Year Door on Nintendo? Because getting a physical copy nowadays, it's very expensive, but you should play it regardless.
I'm gonna do it soon. It's just that it takes like an hour to download on my laptop for some reason, so I just have to find the right time to do it. But I'm gonna try to do it soon.
You know what you're supposed to do there?
What? Oh yeah, the shells. Yeah,
you're supposed to throw the shell.
Yeah, the reason I'm dying a lot is because, like, the Wii U controls are a lot different than the DS control. Well, I mean, the ergonomics and the, basically, the overall feel of it is a lot different than the DS. That's why I'm just kind of... Yeah, it's just, like, it just kind of feels different than the DS. I'm not actually bad at the game, because I'd probably be a lot better if I was playing on the original DS, so...
Reese, get good. Also, there's a question for you. Reese, do you eat Reese's Puffs?
Yes. I actually eat everything Reese's. That's actually my entire diet, if you didn't know.
Well, I need to get on that diet because you're skinny as a rail.
Would you rather Sticker Star not exist in Expensive Odyssey also not existing, or Paper Mario would have just stayed an RPG series but Sticker Star would exist without Odyssey existing?
Odyssey is my favorite game, so I would say keep Sticker Star.
I was trying the,
I love other Mario RPGs as much as I can say. Oh, you got the blue shell, I noticed. Pretty good power-up.
Oh yeah, it's my... Actually, as I mentioned earlier, it's my favorite power-up. I wish it returned in another game. It's heavily underrated in my opinion.
Well, it's kind of in 3D world.
Yeah.
Also, Reese, is your Greasy actually because of the candy or something else?
Well, yeah, partially yes, and it's also like on, actually, yeah, I forgot, but it was partially because of the, partially because of, like, the candy and everything, so...
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, I
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I remember now. So basically, I think it was, like, something on the radio around the time I was born, and there was this, dog named Reese on there, and my mom also liked, Reese's candy, so it became my nickname. And then I used it for my Mii on the Wii, and I basically used it in every video game. So I naturally used it for my channel name. So that's why I'm called Reese.
Ah,
I talked about this. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I talked about this another day on the stream, but the reason I go by Demetrius is because I kind of thought of a nickname, and like it would be something that one of family friends would say to me, and my original username on YouTube was the most 2009 thing you could think of. Which
I
was
love Nintendo 1999.
You actually remember?
Well, it's in your channel URL, so
I wonder if there's a way to change that.
so originally my channel was going to be called Reese Awesome Gaming, but for some reason I wasn't able to enter it in correctly, so I just called myself Reese Gamer on YouTube for the first 3 years I had my channel. Then I just changed it to Reese because I wanted it to be simpler, and Reese Gamer is like the most 2015 name you could have since I created my channel in 2015.
I created mine in 2012.
Another YouTuber I collabed with, Odyssey Central, created his channel in 2012.
what was he
How old's
before?
Odyssey Central?
Odyssey Central is... I think he's my age. He's in the same grade as me.
Oh,
Really?
interesting.
Because I thought if he created it in 2012, he'd be around my age, because I was in the 6th grade at the time.
I think he was probably 8 when he started his channel, and he made like Lego videos.
The
Oh,
first
wow.
videos I ever on hamsters.
I originally made Minecraft videos on my channel. I also had a Windows history video that I made in Movie Maker for some reason. That I made it like a few months before I created my channel. So because I used to edit like a lot of random videos on my computer before I had YouTube. Like I had the intentions to put them on YouTube when I made a YouTube channel. So I made that Windows one, and then it was the first video I uploaded when I created my channel. So, and then every other video is basically unrelated to that, even back then. So, it's just weird. It's like this one, Microsoft Windows history, and then, the next video is like crazy things in Minecraft.
That's interesting.
I think your channel really took off when you started doing the every trailer video,
Yeah.
or videos. Because
And-
mine really took off when I did the Mario Kart Tour stuff and Mario Kart 9. So I'm going to answer a few more questions because we need to answer a few more, and we can go into that. Alright, let me see. Reese, I think this is a question for you because I already know my answer. Would you do a stream for Animal Crossing's Festival? No, I won't.
I'll
Reese,
do it.
Will you?
Yes. Because I do,
Alright, I'd be happy to join you.
Okay. Yeah, I usually do Animal Crossing season streams, because I did one for, Toy Day, and I think, yeah, I did do one for Turkey Day also. So, yeah, I'll do a festival stream.
Yeah, and I'll join your island too. Like I could be a guest on the stream because I'm not sure if my island's presentable. I don't
Hey,
think
look.
it is because I'm still.
Hey, it's Tanabe's worst enemy, original characters.
Oh my gosh! Christmas.
Gemini
Let's see, this is an
Christmas.
interesting question. Jayplay said, "Would you rather have all Mario Kart games except for Super Mario Kart not exist, so the Crash Team Racing games exist, or keep the Mario Kart series but Crash Team Racing would not exist?" I love Crash Team Racing, but there's just more Mario Kart games, so I'm gonna have to go with Mario Kart.
You know, the balloon boos kind of remind me
Those
of...
are really weird, because
They kind of remind me of Kirby a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. They kind of look like him, and they act like him.
Kirby, he's a thing
Speaking
you
of
should know.
Kirby, here's a fun fact. Did you know that he was originally white? Because on my cover of Kirby's
Well, he was-
Dream Land, he's actually white.
Yeah, because Miyamoto and Sakurai couldn't see eye to eye with the color that they wanted. So I think Miyamoto wanted yellow, Sakurai wanted pink, I believe, and both of them didn't like each other's suggestions.
Alright, let's see.
I gotta go in a little bit, guys, so I'll just be around for like 5 more minutes.
Yeah, I think I'll be around for like 5 more minutes as well, because I'm about to do some work for my classes. And guys, if you're doing online classes, I know they're hard, but just stick through them, because in the end, education is power and knowledge is power. You can get through this. We're in this together. So, by all means, I see some people come to my streams and say, I can't join that long because I have school. Just keep school your priority, and then you can join the stream, because that comes first. Alright, PSA is over.
Yeah, online schooling is rough this semester. They think that they're gonna be able to do hybrid classes because things are looking better, because cases are lower right now, which I don't know what statistics they're looking at because it just keeps growing on my end, but I digress. Oh, I used to hate
Alright
this
guys,
game.
this is unrelated, but I was gonna say, Reese, is your brother younger than you, or is he older?
He's 4 years younger than me.
Does he use TikTok at all? Because my younger siblings are obsessed with using it, and I hate it, but whenever I hear it, there's always like Nintendo remix music. Like I just heard the Super Mario 64 Cool Mountain.
Oh, my brother doesn't, well, he barely uses social media. He does use Discord, but, yeah, I also kind of hate TikTok.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Because I notice the younger generation is using it, and I hate it so much.
It's technically, it's technically the younger part of our generation, because you're the same generation as, people born up until, like, 2010.
True. You know, I just kind of I see
Yeah.
TikTok as like a new Vine, to be honest.
Gen Z is, like, between, the late 90s up until 2010, I think.
Oh, interesting.
So I think, like, 1997 to 2010, I think.
Alright guys, it was great being on the stream, but I have to go now. Reese, whatever the next stream is, just send me a message and I'll be more than happy to join you.
Okay.
Is it gonna be Animal Crossing or something else?
I might have something else between it, but actually, the 3D World one will be before Animal Crossing, so...
Okay. And also, I was gonna ask you, are you guys down for the Starchronics stream, where it's gonna be me, you, Starchronics, and Reese playing 3D World together on launch day? Would you like to do that?
You're asking me or Reese?
Both.
Yeah, that would be really fun. Hopefully Amazon
Alright.
brings it in time, so...
Yeah, I was gonna say I gotta go as well. So, Reese, it's been awesome hanging out, man. Hopefully we could do this again.
Yeah, this was really fun.
Yeah, this was awesome.
Well, I'm looking forward to another one. Alright guys, thanks for watching Demeet, and keep calm and watch Reese. Not Dada on yet. See you guys.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye, Reese.
Okay, so... It's just me now, so we're gonna, Yeah, Koopa Gaming, I don't really think 1995 would really fit into Gen Z, because that's a little too... I would kind of consider that still to be millennials, because on Reddit, yes, I use Reddit sometimes, like, people around that age, they don't really like to consider themselves a part of Gen Z. I kind of consider it, like, 1997 to 2010. So that generation would include, me, Demeech, and a lot of you, probably. I can't believe some people watching this stream might actually be younger than this game. This game came out in, 2006, and... yeah, how old are all of you watching this stream? I'm turning 17 next month. Demeech is 21, and Ty the Guy is turning 21 soon. So, and this game is almost 15 years old. So it came out in 2006. So I just want to know, like, are people older than this game generally, or? Because I do know that a few of my viewers are definitely younger than this game. Oh, Jay Plays, you were born the same year this game came out. Were you really born in 2011? I was 7 in 2011. I really like that Dory's in this game, because I think it's like a feature from Super Mario 64 put in 2D. Like I said earlier, this is basically Super Mario 64 in 2D. Actually, I could I didn't know, Dory goes that low, but... yeah, I guess I'll just restart this level then. Yeah, this game came out when I was 2, but I got it when I was 5. It was still probably in most stores until I was like around 7 or 8. Actually, no, probably like 10, I think. Yeah, because they discontinued the DS in 2014, so I was 10 when they probably stopped selling this game. Yeah, I was born in 2004, and I'm turning 17 next month. Yeah, I really hope that Amazon is actually gonna do it on time, so... I know there's actually a glitch on this part of the level, but I don't think I'm gonna do it because I already passed it. Okay. Yeah, they didn't have a actual jungle theme for this game because, like, the jungle was just introduced in this game. Actually, well, I mean, technically it was in Super Mario World, but that was more of a forest. I technically consider this game as the first game with a jungle theme because, like, you could argue that Super Mario World did it first, but it didn't really portray a jungle, really, like this game does. I really just consider that a forest, but, it's more fleshed out in this game. Reese, do you watch Ed, Edd and Eddy? I think I used to watch that show a long time ago, but I don't really remember it that much. I do think I remember watching it, though. Do you think our Amazon... Yeah, I think I mentioned that before, Kartfesser. But I really hope. Actually, I think I mentioned that a couple times. I'm gonna try to get that star coin back there, even though I'm not really aiming to get star coins right now. I'm just playing through the game. No, I actually haven't heard of them, Cypherjacks. Would you play a mod of New Super Mario Bros. U that remakes all of the levels in this game? Well, the thing about New Super Mario Bros. U is that it's way more generic than this game. If you know what I mean by that, like, you know, most Mario games after Wii, in between Wii and Odyssey, with the exception of 3D World, feel very generic. Like, I did say the exception being 3D World, because 3D World wasn't really generic. But New Super Mario Bros. U, it really doesn't have all of the unique enemies that this game has. Yep. I was trying to get that star coin. Yes, I did play, newer Super Mario Bros. Wii, and I've also played newer Super Mario Bros. DS. They're both really good mods. Or should I say ROM hacks. I mean, New Super Mario Bros. 2 and U were good, but I mean, they really don't compare to this game in quality. Keep missing that. The reason I'm bad is because, well, one, I have to get good, and two, I'm really not used to these Wii U controls. Yes, my controller is broken. Yeah, the coin rush was pretty cool. I like that mode. Does Galaxy 2 count as lazy? Although, yeah, I forgot Galaxy 2 came after Wii. Well, I guess Galaxy 2 doesn't really count either. Yeah, any non-3D Mario game between New Super Mario Bros. Wii and Odyssey, like Super Mario Run felt generic, Paper Mario Sticker Star and Color Splash felt generic. The Mario sports games around that time, even if they were good, felt generic. It just... I feel like there were way too many restrictions around that time. Like, they could have continued the series in a different direction after Wii, but they just kind of failed to do that, and they just kind of made each game after Wii like a clone of Wii. I hope the inside of the case for Bowser's Fury looks like a picture of Mario and Bowser Jr. looking at Fury Bowser while they... Yeah, that would be pretty cool. You know, the one thing I'm disappointed about this game is that this boss fight wasn't Goombas from Paper Mario, or King Goomba, depending on what you want to call him, but, I really think this should have been Goombas, because they had the model in 64DS, and this game used a modified engine of 64DS, so I really think this should have been like Goombas or something, so... I know this game has original bosses like Mummy Pokey and... Oh, you actually can't do that. Hitbox is kind of weird. But yeah, I think Goombas would have been pretty cool for this boss fight. And they could have had, like, maybe a different background. Well, I guess most of them have the same background, but some of them are slightly different. Mario Sports Superstars. I heard it wasn't that good. I haven't played it. Collecting 8 red coins is satisfying. Yes. Yeah, it definitely... I've seen gameplay of it. It doesn't look that good. At first I thought, oh, why are people hating on this game? It doesn't look that bad, but it, like, on the other end of it, it doesn't really look that good. Like, it really looks generic. Like, unlike things like Mario Power Tennis on the GameCube. I know Dimitri doesn't really like Mario Tennis Aces, but I mean, at least it kind of felt a little more original, since it was after Odyssey and well, that doesn't really have to do with it, but it kind of felt more original, and I did like the characters that were in the game. I felt like it had a good roster, and, like, I mean, the only thing that I really didn't like about the game was kind of like the lack of content. I mean, it still had some decent amount of... It still had a decent amount of content in the game, but not as much as, like, Mario Power Tennis. The story mode was not that good. The tournament mode was pretty good, in my opinion. And the regular playing through the game, felt pretty good, in my opinion, but... Yeah, I can understand why some people didn't like that game because of the, lack of content at the start, and you have to unlock characters over time. Super Mario Party is a different story, because I felt like that game was just a restart for, the Paper Mario, or not Paper Mario, Mario Party series, for, ND Cube to make a Hudson Soft style, Mario Party game. The game, lagged on the OBS there. I don't know why. It does that sometimes, but at least I get the, play it on the gamepad. Okay, it's working now. Yeah, an odd stickman. Almost every Mario game plot is Bowser kidnaps Princess Peach, you must rescue her. Yep, that's basically, every generic Mario game. That's why I like games like, well, even Super Mario Odyssey does it, but at least that game was original and did some, like, slightly different things with it. Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door did something completely different, which I like. That's why that's one of my favorite games of all time. Yeah, that would be really cool if they actually, hired people that make original games, kind of like Sonic. But I think the 3D, or the team for Super Mario Odyssey would be pretty good. What do you mean I'm raging? I'm not raging. I'm sorry if I was, but I don't really think I was raging. Imagine if Nintendo actually cared about their fanbase. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. And it would be a step up from what they are right now. I wish Nintendo actually did directs again instead of doing these stupid these partner showcases. Nintendo's like, Nintendo Switch has games, but not from us. That's basically what partner directs are. I'm pretty sure Demeech said that, unless he got that from someone else. What's your biggest fear about Nintendo? Well, they've already done some of my biggest fears, like, I guess, ruin the Paper Mario series, even though I really haven't played that many Paper Mario games before Sticker Star Super. I mean, the Wii U, well, I mean, a lot of their generic Mario decisions from the early 2010s was kind of like one of my biggest fears from Nintendo. And I hope they don't do it again. I don't hate partner showcases. I just wish they'd have more content from Nintendo. Like, I mean, well, yeah, I did hate the July one, but the Monster Hunter one was pretty cool. And I think there was one where they showed Age of Calamity. Okay. That was pretty hard. I have a theory, starting from the next console, Nintendo will start making 2 3D Mario games per console, where one will be an open Mario game and one will be a linear one. Yeah, that's actually... I actually like that idea, because that would cater to 2 different types of people. People that really like, the linear Mario game, or the linear 3D Mario games, and then the people who like the open ones. I prefer the open ones, but I also like the linear ones. I don't, like... I really like 3D World. It's not my favorite, but it is one of my favorite 3D Mario games, though. I kind of enjoy, like, both, even though I do prefer the open 3D Mario games. Oh look, there's another unique enemy that Tanabe would hate. Let's count the unique enemies that Tanabe would hate. 1, 2... There's probably a few more of them that I missed. Well, there was the Balloon Boos earlier, so... Did you know, I think they were originally supposed... Well, didn't really mean to say did you know, but I think these were originally supposed to be bullies. They're basically bullies, but with one side of them with a hitbox that can hurt you, so... Counting, counting on with Reese. We're counting the amount of, original enemies to scare Tanabe. Would you like to scare a Tanabe? And get someone else to make the next Paper Mario game? I actually really like Snailicorns. I think they're pretty cool. Oh, I didn't mean to go back in that level. I respect your opinion, Blackstorm, but, I actually like those enemies a lot. I think they're pretty cool. Okay. Snailicorns in real life. Yeah, this game is amazing. It's one of my favorite 2D platformers. And it's my favorite 2D Mario game. I really like World. For a while, World was actually my favorite, but when I revisited this game, this one's definitely my favorite. It's my first 2D and mainline Mario game, and I just really enjoy it. Yeah, Snailicorns are basically bullies, but they can actually damage you. Well, I mean, bullies can push you into the lava in Mario 64, but they can't really do damage to you. That's weird how the, star coins are so close to each other. I think World 5 is like my favorite world in this game overall. That's also an original enemy, but those were in other games. There's just a lot of enemies that were like, just stuck in this game, basically. I believe these were also in Paper Mario. One of the games. I know it wasn't Super, but I think it was Sticker Star. Still not an original enemy, because they were originally in this game. Which is more torture? Probably Champions Road. Yeah, they were in youth, so they're not an original enemy. Don't know why I fell there, but okay. Rod, are you just trying to flex? Or can you actually do Champions Road, quote unquote, in a breeze? Because most people can't really do it that well. It's pretty difficult, so... Even for, like, YouTubers. Oh, and if you played Origami King, well, I think they are allowed to modify toads. One part of Origami King, like, my favorite part of the game, Chapter 5, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but they have someone's probably gonna spoil it in the chat, though, but they actually have an original enemy. Or 2 original enemies, technically, and a completely original boss. Yeah, this game's also my childhood game. I like the design of the boos in this game. Yeah, this is my second Mario game, first mainline Mario game. Because the first Mario game that I played was Mario Kart Wii. Well, the plot of 3D World is better than, saving Princess Peach for the millionth time. Actually, I'm sorry, trillionth time. No, I'm sorry, Googleplex time. The infinity plus first time. Welcome back, Soshi the Yoshi. So, Demichin, tied the guy left earlier, so... Yeah, I'm just continuing the stream by myself now. And I'm probably gonna finish when I reach the castle in World 5. I'm sorry if I can't answer all of the, questions, because... Wait, why are they right next to each other? That's kind of weird. Thank you for subscribing. I should change that the Captain Toyota approves, but... What would you do for a top 10 Mario spin-offs? I can't really think of my top 10 on the top of my head, so... I'd have to make a video about it, but, maybe, but I'd rather... if I were to do a top 10 Mario spin-offs, I would do it by series and not by game. Because I kind of like to do that separately for each series, so that's something to consider that for franchises. I'd probably put Paper Mario in first, even though I don't like the newer games that much, with the exception of Origami King. I mostly like Paper Mario, the Thousand Year Door, and Super Paper Mario, and 64, since I'm playing through 64 right now. I was actually considering doing a Paper Mario 64 stream today, but I just think New Super Mario Bros. Is just a little better for streaming. Thank you for subscribing! I just think that's weird that they're right next to each other. I think you need the mini mushroom to get that, though. Unless I can... I think I could probably... No. Well, there's a possibility, but... Yeah, you can't get it with the Koopa shell. Oh, I was talking about the, person who just subscribed. Demeech was here earlier, but he had to leave. Because he had to work on stuff for college and everything, so he had to do some work, probably. So, and as he said earlier, like his PSA earlier, education is important, so that's a priority over anything else. That's why I always get my schoolwork done before I start a stream. Okay, this is the final level I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna end the stream. Oh, this is the one with PD Piranha. I think that's interesting that they actually have PD Piranha as a boss fight in this game. That's just so nice. When I was, a little kid, I didn't know what he said. I thought he was actually speaking Italian when he said that, when I was a little kid. Because it's so distorted, you can't really recognize what he's saying. What's your favorite Pokemon anime? I actually haven't watched any of them. I mostly just played the games, and I, also had the cards. Because everyone had Pokemon cards. Okay, so here's the PD Piranha boss fight. So basically, this is kind of modeled after the second PD Piranha boss fight in Sunshine, where you have to, Oh, I didn't know his hitbox was on during that part. So I don't know why I died there. I usually never die when I go back to this game on that boss fight, but guess I wasn't paying attention. And the Wii U's controls are a little different. For some reason, I don't like using the D-pad, because the D-pad's placement is really weird on the Wii U. Well, with the way I'm gripping the controller. Yeah, and I like how they do, Super Mario 64's WinCat theme on there, so... That's a hard jump there. I think you have to use the conveyor belt to get onto there. Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember Miiverse. Okay, so I'm gonna be ending the stream pretty soon, so... Yeah, right after I enter World 6. Okay. So anyways, thank you guys for watching this stream. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And make sure to check out my Discord server and Twitter if you want to. And